harnessing the dynamic between grief and gratitude on our healing journey can provide a beautiful shift into a new phase of self-discovery and growth. There are these really beautiful integration points that arise at different stages on our journey where this lovely dynamic between grief and gratitude is available. It often comes during one of two specific experiences. So the first is when we have an increase of an awareness. So there's an aha moment where we all of a sudden understand how something in the past has affected us now. So when we have this increase or illumination, this is an opportunity to connect to those dynamics. The other time that might commonly pop up is following an emotional release. So when we release, there's space to feel something new. And the experience where these two beautiful emotions pop up at once is usually very somatic in nature. So there can be an experience of all of a sudden having a lot more space in the body, and like we can breathe a little more easily. So there's an expansion that occurs, and usually very quickly after that space and expansion arises, there can be a feeling to cry. And when we're not aware of this dynamic that arises, we can feel a little bit confused because they're two very conflicting or different experiences. And so what can commonly happen is that we actually, when the second emotion, when the grief rises, we clamp it down and we stop it because we're a bit like, what is going on? But when we can welcome that space and that gratitude of feeling something new and moving forward, and allow the expression and the flowing out of the grief, and the grief is usually connected to the lost time, all of the time when perhaps we didn't have this space, or this awareness wasn't available to us, or we were being affected and led by past experiences, emotions and trauma. So when we're able to connect to the spaciousness and the gratefulness for this new opportunity and these new feelings available to us, and allow the grief for the lost time to flow out, I find that there is usually this very beautiful shift forward. We can start orienting to a new way of being where those past experiences or traumas or emotions are no longer driving our experience. So I wanted to share a little bit about this concept because I think once we're aware for it and aware of the types of moments where it might be available to us, we can connect to it with intention. And as always, intention is everything.